A day in the life of a real estate agent. Working as a real estate agent is something a person can take pride in. It's a very decent job which is offered a good amount of respect. Not to mention the pay for realtors is pretty rewarding, and by the end of the day, they remain happy. Though being a realtor is close to what it's like being a broker, a realtor is appreciated way more on so many levels. All these advantages lead us to one final question. Is the job of a real estate agent easy? Absolutely not. Just like every other job, being a realtor has its own pros and cons as well. Do you want to know what it's like to be a real estate agent? You've come to the right place then. Welcome to our channel, guys. Today we have prepared an interesting video that is going to give you a little insight into what it's like to work as a real estate agent. Stick with us till the end of the video to get to know how a realtor lives his everyday life. Whether you're here to make a decision for yourself or even just here out of curiosity, this video will surely prove useful to you. Okay, without wasting more time, let's get right into the details. When a survey was conducted asking real estate agents across different places whether their job was a piece of cake or not, their instant response was a big no. And there are several reasons why. It can be wonderfully satisfying at times, but also come with a whole lot of stress, exhaustion, and constant workload. It's just a package that comes together and cannot be separated by any means. Every day in the life of a real estate agent holds different tasks to handle. They don't have scheduled timings as to when they have to work. If it's an emergency, they have to be present no matter what the cost. Though every day brings a variety of new tasks to a real estate agent, there are certain practices that are almost common in the life of a realtor. Things that all realtors go through, whether they know it or not. Let us begin with some of the advantages of being a real estate agent, just to start on a good note. The very first and most prominent advantage of being a real estate agent is the flexibility of schedules. Of course, there are times when the agent is required to shift gears at the last very moment, but most of the time it's the flexibility in schedules that lures people into becoming real estate agents. This means you won't have to be bossed around from 9 to 5, and you can even switch certain appointments according to your own convenience. An advantage indeed. There are several careers these days that encourage more flexible schedules. We're lucky to live in a time and age where there are more options regarding the timings of work. Real estate somehow always had that advantage to it. The second most significant advantage of being a real estate agent is the fact that there is no limit on how much you can earn for yourself. As we all know, real estate agents do not have a fixed income. Depending on the amount and kind of work a realtor does, his income can either decrease or increase to heights that the agent never expected to receive out of the job. You have full responsibility for your own career in this case, which means you can decide how much you want to work and earn based on the amount of effort you put into your career. A realtor won't have to sit and wait till he receives a promotion from his boss to bring better financial wealth for himself. A realtor is fully in charge of his career. Finally, here's the best part. A realtor is just another hero without a cape of his own. You show people amazing properties every day and guide them throughout their decision to ensure their happiness. Some of the things that you can help families and customers with will remain in their hearts throughout their lives. Whether you realize it or not, realtors play a very important part in the well-being of a society in this way. Now, since we're all happy and pumped from learning about all the advantages of being a realtor, here's a little bit to the downside of being in this profession. It is true that having flexible hours means you can decide when you want to work and when you don't according to your own convenience. But in certain situations, without proper scheduling, a realtor could in fact end up spending long hours at work compared to the average office goer. Even if you do shell out the time for your own family events and time to yourself, it all comes at a certain cost. You will eventually require to fill in for that time that you're not spent working. Just thinking about work this frequently can sound exhausting in itself. This is a task, but of course not one that cannot be dealt with. Time management is key if you're a real estate agent. If you've got that figured out, then this is not going to be as much of an issue as it sounds. Moving on, having no boundaries or limits in how much you can earn can be a good thing, of course, but not when it comes to a lag in the economy. The free choice to decide how much you can make based on availability and effort could also mean your income could decrease as well. It all depends on how much property you can sell per month. If you're having a bad month, it could have a fair amount of impact on your income. The job depends on how much you've firmly sold, and other than that, there's no means of payment. This is also a disadvantage that can be combated with intelligence. You must be alert of your savings funds. And this does not go for realtors alone. Having a savings fund can be useful to anyone from any profession, regardless, as we never can be sure of what the future holds. It would be wise to have a solid savings fund prepared in advance before you jump into this profession, because unless you get the hang of it, there's not going to be any means of payment. Once you've backed yourself up with a proper amount of emergency money, you can keep refilling it with your commission payments. This way you can be prepared for the worst when a storm hits and your month goes too slow. Another thing is a realtor will also have to be emotionally and mentally strong enough to deal with the various clients that approach them. Properties like land houses and so on are not things that are bought and sold very often. And it's also very rare to have the same clients over and over again, because once you make a deal with a customer, chances are they're not going to be buying a property for another decade or so. You have to keep the clients coming in and help them along with their decision so that they inform others about your good work as a realtor and in turn increase your reputation in the field. The clients could also be under a whole lot of mental stress because the deal would involve a large portion of investment of money from their side. Clients could fix a deal and back out just like the pendulum of a clock. But a realtor has to be prepared for whatever the clients put them through, be it crankiness, disturbing emotions, feelings of uncertainty. Through it all, a realtor is expected to acknowledge their emotions and also provide enough help and a good amount of mutual trust between the two so that they can feel helped with their decision making. That's a lot to deal with, but hey, in the end, the fruit of it all is just as rewarding as it can get. You could surround yourself with individuals in the same field, so you could get support and advice through their experiences and ventures. Real estate agents deal with frequent phone calls, emails, texts, and messages all throughout the day. To secure their customers, they have some pretty big sacrifices to make. Nevertheless, the job is a wonderful job for those interested in helping people to buy and sell their property while living a life different from the life of an average employee. So there you have it. A realtor's job, no matter how rewarding it is, can require a lot of dedication and commitment to their career. The initial struggle, though, gets better as time goes by, and the real estate agent's experience increases. Though it has several benefits, it comes with a price to pay too. But then again, what job doesn't? And that's all for today's video, guys. Let us know what you'd like us to do next in the comment section down below. We hope you enjoyed this video and found it informative. If you did, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to our channel right away. Also, don't forget to press the tiny bell icon on the side to stay notified and updated on all of our upcoming content. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.